Hello, Virgo. How are all my Virgos out there this week? These are going to be your general messages for the week of the 16th of July to the 22nd of July, Virgo, for sun, moon, or rising sign, depending on what you resonate best with. Again, these are general readings. Let's go ahead and have a look and see what message or messages come up for you for this week, Virgo. Virgo. Okay, Virgo. So I do feel like you're in your energy this week. I am seeing quite possibly that you may have to make some kind of decision this week. I do see that there is some kind of major energy here, and quite possibly I feel like some decision is going to be highlighted. I feel like some light is going to be brought to some kind of decision. I feel like you do have a lot on your plate right now, and there are many different options, many different possibilities that you could be choosing from. However, I feel like this is going to be where the attention is going to be needed this week, is to kind of make a decision exactly what it is that you want. I feel like there's going to have to be some kind of clarity here. And I feel right now that the decision that you're trying to make is somewhat of a tricky decision. It could be a little bit difficult, or it could be a little bit tricky to go ahead and have some kind of clarity, or to be able to move forward with a specific decision, with a specific choice, with something that you absolutely have to decide to do. And I feel like right now there's just so many options, so many possibilities, and I feel since there are so many things on your plate right now, it's kind of challenging for you to be able to just pick one and move forward. So I definitely feel like there's some kind of haze, there's some kind of possible confusion regarding something it is that you want. However, I feel that this is going to be the highlight, is trying to make this decision and trying to bring clarity to what it is that you want. I feel that there's going to be some kind of change regarding this, and this is going to be some kind of major change, Virgo. It is going to be some kind of major change, possibly in the way that you're thinking, or possibly in the way that you're trying to move forward with this. And Virgo, I do want to say that this could be, we could be dealing with a work situation here. We could be dealing with a possible person here, whether it's romantic or whether it's platonic. We could be dealing with an individual that may possibly be an air sign individual, or we may possibly be dealing with, if we take our sun, we could be dealing with a Leo individual. The sun does rule Leo. So we may be dealing with some kind of very open, fiery type, abundant energy here, Virgo. But I do want to say that this could also have to do with some kind of air sign individual in general, if we are looking at who may be involved. And I do want to say that this air sign individual could quite possibly be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, a Virgo. So if you're asking a specific question who it might be, this could be a possibility. This could also be somebody that is exhibiting air-like qualities. So this could quite possibly be somebody very intelligent, somebody very focused in general, somebody that they may be single. They may be very independent. So if there's somebody like this that you're currently dealing with, this could be the possible individual coming through this energy here, Virgo. So it could have to do with work. It could have to do with either a platonic or even a romantic interest this week. However, I feel that there's going to be some decision that needs to be made, and I feel that having some kind of clarity, having some kind of direction forward regarding this decision is going to be a little bit tricky. I feel like you're going to have to kind of walk around very carefully walking around some kind of situation, or some kind of weighing some kind of, what are the pros, what are the cons. You may have a lot of things on your plate right now that you're kind of having to choose from, and I feel this is going to be the main focus right here, is to bring some attention to these these various things that you have going on and decide what it is that you need to move forward with, because I kind of feel like you have to move forward with maybe just one or two things. And right now I feel like you have a lot going on. I feel like you have a lot you have to choose from. And I feel like you're going to have to decide one thing, maybe a couple things, but you're going to have to focus on that one thing, Virgo, and you're going to have to bring some attention to what it is that you want. I do feel that you are going to move forward into some kind of planning stage. You want to move forward. You have maybe some kind of creative ideas to move forward with a person or with a project, and I feel that there's going to be some sudden changes, quite possibly regarding quite possibly the physical structure of what's going on, or quite possibly regarding your possible beliefs or ideas regarding this situation. So Virgo, I do want to say there could be some kind of possible illumination as to what it is that you want, and quite possibly something could come crashing down regarding what it is that you don't want, quite possibly, Virgo. So I'm even asking the question here, do you have a lot going on this week, and is there something that you have that you're tending to move towards more naturally, Virgo? This is my question, because if you're moving towards a specific thing or a specific person more naturally, this may be the natural course of how things are going to transpire. Essentially, Virgo, if your more natural instinct is moving towards a specific person or moving towards a specific thing that's happening at work or a specific situation, then there may be a natural collapsing of what it is that you don't necessarily want. Sometimes when we have a lot of things going on our plate, we can only handle one or two things at a time, and sometimes those other things that we're not paying attention to, that we're not giving our attention to, that we're not giving our energy to, sometimes those things just naturally fall away. For example, if we're working 3 jobs, if all of a sudden we stop going to the 3rd job, naturally it's going to dissolve, it's going to dissipate, because we've stopped going, we've stopped giving our energy to it, we've stopped giving our attention to it. So it's naturally going to essentially collapse. Collapse if we're speaking about a job, for example, then maybe the boss fires us, we get terminated, whatever happens, but we may lose the job. So it's something that simply we stopped giving energy to it, and the natural result is that it's going to come collapsing down. And this is actually a positive thing, Virgo, because if you have a natural inclination towards something, go with your gut on this one, and move towards what it is that you're naturally drawn to. So if you have a lot of things that you're choosing from, you have to make some kind of decision regarding something, which is going to be some kind of tricky situation. To bring clarity and some kind of attention to this situation, focus or move towards what it is that you're naturally inclined to move towards, because the other things that are not important for you, the other things that are not relevant in your life, will naturally then come collapsing down. Essentially, this could be a way of thinking, this could be a certain belief that you have, this could be actually physical things going on in your life. Once you stop giving your attention, once you stop giving your energy to something, the natural result is a collapse of whatever it is that thing is, whether it's a person. If we stop giving our time and energy to somebody, then naturally that relationship is going to collapse. It's going to break down. If we stop giving our thoughts and our attention, if we stop giving our energy to a certain way of thinking, naturally that way of thinking is going to collapse, Virgo. So that is the overall message that I'm seeing for you this week. I definitely want to say, focus on moving towards what you are naturally inclined to be moving towards regarding this decision. You do have a lot going on. I feel like you have many different things to decide from or to choose from. Go towards what you're naturally feeling, where you feel like your energy needs to go towards. Bring attention, bring some energy to that, whatever it is that you naturally feel drawn for, and the other things will essentially collapse down. So this is the overall message that I'm seeing for you for this week, Virgo. Like I said, there is going to be some kind of decision that needs to be made, some kind of possible tricky situation. Bring clarity to bring clarity and focus to what it is that you want. I feel like you have a lot going on right now, and move towards what it is that you naturally feel inclined to move towards, what it is that you naturally feel inclined to expand or to move forward with or move towards. Because as you do this, the things that are no longer important in your life, the things that you're giving time and energy to, that you're not really interested in, those will naturally come crashing down, essentially. Those things will dissolve, they will dissipate, they will essentially collapse. And so that's the overall message that I see for you for this week, Virgo. I am doing additional readings for anyone who'd like more messages during the week. And to get access to these additional readings for the monthly membership, the link is below. And in addition to that, if you do need personal readings, then you can contact me via the links below. Do let me know if you have questions or comments. If you like this material, subscribe, and have a good week.